YouTube, how's it going? It's your boy Repugnant Man here with the VRE Podcast, chilling with Greg, Omni P, Greg B. What's up, man? How you doing?
We're back for episode 2.
I know, right? It's been forever. It's been like 3 weeks.
It's been 3 weeks, but I feel like a lot has happened, and we talked about a lot in the first episode. So
Yeah,
I
we
think
a lot to cover. Is there? Well, we'll start it off. How you doing, man? What's up? How's work?
I'm doing good. Another week done. Pretty good lately. A little slow still, but I guess really can't complain. How about you?
Yeah, same old, same old. Went on a nice little trip with Paulo over last weekend, which was pretty cool. Had a 3-day weekend.
I saw that. That picture had me dying, bro. I was fucking my ass.
I was
off.
trying to memify it.
It's perfect.
But other than that, man, just working. Yeah, nothing too crazy. But you got any ideas on what you want to talk about first today?
I think we could talk about Turning Red first.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. All right.
You go first.
I'll first start this out by saying I was not recommended by you and Matt, but you guys said it was good and to check it out. So I was like, all right, I'll give this Disney movie a chance. I finally had an opportunity to watch this movie, and I thought it was ass.
Really?
I did not like it at all. There's a lot of things that I could talk about, while we keep going. But first of all, like the basis of the movie, I'm also not a 13-year-old girl.
Mhm.
So I guess, kind of out of my wheelhouse. And the animation was very Pixar, very good. No complaints on that. There was just a bunch of stuff that they brought to the movie, and then they just never really talked about it ever again. Or like it was like all just for the point of the movie, which I guess makes sense, but I hated it. I did not
Didn't
like
like
it
it
very much.
I thought it was really
No.
good. I was laughing a lot. I thought it was hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, and it was kind of all the thing from the drawings to the way that they acted to the whole premise that they're just trying to get tickets to go to a concert. The movie is not trying to be too crazy, but but at the same time, it goes into what it's like. What I imagine for Asian families where you have like a really controlling mom, but there's other families where the parent really wants you to do something, and so I can kind of see where it was going with that, and yeah, I thought it did it well. I thought it was really funny. I mean, I laughed. That was probably the most I've laughed in a Pixar movie, just because from the song, the music that the boy band was singing to the way.
Okay, were you genuinely laughing? Like you enjoyed it, or was it like ridiculous? Like
no,
thought it was.
Well, it was both because it's kind of over the top, kind of how anime is. How it's
right.
Okay, they had like these like crazy little fantasy things that go off like in the characters' minds or whatever, and it kind of played out like that in the movie. Pixar movies don't normally do that.
Why did she draw her crush as a mermaid? She had there was like a drawing of her.
That's what was funny. That's what I thought was hilarious.
So what's with the mermaid fetish? That was never explained. That one little kid had a Band-Aid like Nelly. Also, I really think they dropped the ball. They never once played Designer Panda at all. Never. I thought that would be great.
Perfect for it.
Let's see what else I got here. Why, when the mother was the giant raccoon, right? Why was everybody still in the stadium while she was destroying it? And then leading into this question, how did the city of Toronto forgive them after destroying the whole town?
Yeah, it's not.
I know it's just a movie. I know it's, and this is the one that this is too real life. But why did the government not come and splice her genes to make multi-war pandas?
Not sure. That's like on some X-Men freaking Peter Dinklage, Days of Future Past type shit right there. But yeah, I'm not sure. I guess I didn't find myself thinking too much about that. More kind of just like the message of letting your kids kind of do what they want with their lives and stop trying to freaking control them. Working at the
there
parents'
is one part
business.
that I genuinely thought was funny. They were like running around doing some, like the ritual thing, and the dad just had some fucking fresh ass Adidas slides on, and I noticed them, and I was like, is he really wearing Adidas slides? And I like went back, and sure as shit, he just had some Adidas slides on, and I was like, all right, I kind of thought that was funny.
Also, like, I just thought it was funny how they're drooling over these guys, and they're like the way that they're drawn, they're just like goofy as hell looking. And when she was a panda and she walked past, and she's like "Auga" when she walked past. That was funny. There was a bunch of dumb stuff like that. I thought it was hilarious. I liked it a lot.
Okay, well,
I had a good time with it.
we got a split decision on this one
That's
because
fine.
if I was not alone, I would have turned it off. I think,
Let's see
but
what.
like I said, I did not resonate. But something that was a great movie.
Mhm.
Oh, what'd you think about the Jujutsu Kaisen movie?
I thought it was awesome, man. It was
Right?
fantastic. Yeah, it was fantastic. It was like
Yeah,
action packed the whole time.
yeah,
Yeah, it just never let its foot off the gas. And when it was like, talking about the curse with Rika-chan, or going a little bit into what was going on with Geto and Gojo, like their story a little bit. I don't even consider that as like stepping the foot off the gas. Really, it was just action packed the whole time, to his training, to the beginning, to the war, to the battle that's going on at the school. It was just action packed the whole time. I was moved by the way that the curse was created. I thought it was really, really well done, and by the end, I was really invested to see what was gonna happen with what's his face, Okatsu. What's it, Yuta, right? Yuta.
Yuta. Yeah,
Yeah, I was kind of invested to see what was gonna happen for the curse to break. And kind of going into spoiler a little bit here. You know what? Let's just talk about spoilers. Like, if people
yeah.
don't want to hear it, then whatever, skip
Get
this part.
past it.
Yeah, there'll be timestamps down below, so you can skip around to what you want to listen to. But yeah, I thought he had to die in order for the curse to. Sorry, there's a little bug. I thought he had to die in order for the curse to go away, but it turns out that he's the one who cursed her, and he didn't have to end up dying. And yeah, I thought that was gonna be the reason why he's not in the show now, because he died to be able to to free the curse or whatever. But even though that didn't happen, I thought it was still really good. I think the only thing I can take away, I'd give it like a 9.5 out of 10, was that it was kind of like a cookie cutter villain where he's like, I just want to kill all the people who are non-sorcerers. You know how, like,
Right.
that's just something that happens in movies when you want to have a villain, and it's it's easy. I think they probably go more into it in the manga, maybe, what's going on with Gojo and Geto and their backstory. They kind of alluded to it a little bit, but I would have liked to see a lot more of that. I think that would have been cool. But other than that, I think it was an awesome movie. I enjoyed
I
it.
think in the upcoming season
Mm.
we are gonna get to see a little bit more of Gojo's past. But the one thing, and I wouldn't even say it was negative, but because I completely agree with you, I feel like they used the screen time perfectly. A
Mm.
lot of the pieces were always moving and fitting together, and like you said, when there was like times when they had to explain something, it's because they had to explain something, and it wasn't like they were just like adding an extra 20 minutes to a movie. The
Yeah.
one thing is, so they loved each other, right? Like you
Mm.
understood that from like them wanting to get married and their
Mm.
whole connection, but it's kind of like a quick like you just know that she loves him so much, and
Yeah.
that's what the curse was, right? But and then when she releases from her curse form, I I I can't say I was like attached to their romance.
Mm.
Like it was like we all knew it, like that was like her personality trait. She like loved him, right? Which is like is great, but when she and the scene was amazing. I mean, like I too was just like wow, but like after thinking about it a little bit more, I was like it wasn't as impactful because like we didn't know anything about Rika.
Mm.
Like we knew that she was like a demon, and she died. So I also I'm glad that they
Sorry, cutting out a
didn't
little
add
bit.
fluff, but like there was a small disconnect. Oh, there's just a small disconnect for me
Yeah.
on that one. And
Yeah.
other than that, I thought the movie was really good.
Yeah. Totally respect, and I can definitely see that. It went over it pretty quick, but I think just like the whole horror element behind it, of just like having your young first love die in front of you, and then kind of her appear such a creepy way, and
Right.
yeah, that was really cool. And um what was I gonna say about that? Just that yeah, he put the curse on her. He's the one who couldn't let go, so it ended up being, he kind of trapped her, so it ended up being him who
Oh yeah.
basically killed all those people. So
Truly
yeah.
amazing. Truly one of
Yeah.
the best anime movies I've ever
It,
seen. And I don't think for the people that have never seen Jujutsu Kaisen, what do you think? You think that you could go see that movie and you'd be kind of just like you'd just be
yeah.
watching it?
You know,
You could just watch it.
it's cool, yeah, because there's someone at my work who they'd never seen the anime and they saw the movie and they really liked it. So yeah, you can, and I think
Awesome.
they explain all this stuff. I was rewatching the anime. I'm like 10 episodes in, and yeah, they kind of explain the stuff that the anime does in the first couple episodes about curses. They kill 10,000 people a year, blah blah blah. They kind of do that all in the movie. They do that quick little intro, and yeah, you don't need to see the anime for it.
Yeah, I would
just
agree.
it just enriches the anime, if anything.
I
Makes it
like
a lot
that.
better.
The one last thing I want to talk about is that it actually was like a graphic novel, like it was Jujutsu Kaisen 0.
Mm-hmm.
So they like had that already. So I think it's really cool that like if you've watched the anime, you like know the characters, and I think it's amazing that they've written such good side characters that they're literally a main character in a movie, and
Yeah.
you're just like, wow, like what a like an outstanding cast and like true artistry of the
Yeah.
whole thing. So very impressed by it all.
Definitely, yeah. It seems like it's gonna be like they're gonna have to team up in the later seasons. Yuta and Uchi, whatever, Uchi Todori.
Uchi.
Yeah, they're gonna have to
Yeah.
probably team up eventually, or either what's his face, Uji's inner demon's gonna like take control of him, and Yuta's gonna have to step in or whatever. But
That'll
who
be
knows?
interesting.
Yeah, who knows how that's gonna happen? So, yeah, I want to see Yuta because I kind of like him more than the main
The
character in
current
that.
main.
Yeah, he seems like a little bit as the anime progresses, they go more deep into his flaws, but initially he's just like the perfect dude.
Right.
Um,
Right. And like yeah, he trains really he's like super strong already.
mhm.
And so it's kind of I don't know. Yeah, no, he's a good I really like it. I think it's probably one of the best animes that's been released recently. So,
For sure.
I saw Batman
Yeah.
and yeah, that was the Batman I wanted. That was him. My little emo Robert Patterson boy just going sicko mode. Just yeah, it's exactly what I wanted. I laughed so fucking hard at the scene where they're fighting like on the rafters. And he's like knocked out or whatever, and then he like stims his leg, and he just like, and he just goes hard. I was just like, yo, okay, that was I was laughing my ass off after that. I was like, okay, that was
It
amazing.
increases your
And
movement speed, bro.
I know he went absolutely hard. And then, like I said, her name escapes me, but Catwoman,
Zoe?
amazing, great
Was
job. Yeah,
I forget.
yeah, that was
Zoe Kravitz.
that
There you go.
was Kravitz. Yeah, amazing job. I didn't. I saw pictures of the Joker,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't watch the clip.
It was all right. It was actually a pretty cool clip.
Was it?
It's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't really like focus in on his face or anything like that. It was blurry pretty much the whole time. The only time there's like
Okay.
a clear focus with the camera was like when it was really close up on his lips and face. You could see that it's all burned. When
I like this Joker. I'm sick of fucking. Oh my god, what was the last Joker guy? Oh my god.
Morbius.
No, was it Jared Leto? Oh my god. Get that shit out of here. He needs to just never return to any
It
type
sucks.
of movie like this.
Yeah, right. I feel bad for him. Whatever. He probably doesn't give a shit.
No, hell no.
No, I mean, I thought it was cool. I'm not like too over the top or over the moon with it. I thought it was a good Batman. Initially, it was like a 7-ish. The more I thought about it, it was probably around an 8. Like it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I'd give it an 8.5.
Yeah,
I
I think the ending regarding having hope over fear, I like that. I like that a lot. It it worked for me. I thought it was it's like, yeah, that's the way it should work. I don't think fear really ends up working when you're trying to, make a better change. You can see that in whatever societies you want to look at. It's just ends up being messed up. The more you instill fear, the kind of, more kind of retaliation / kind of messed up it's gonna be. So the hope message is a lot better. So I did like that.
And that's exactly what I like too, because I think that this Batman realm that they're building is like a lot more comic book ish.
Definitely.
I think that they're building like a much better everything. And like this movie is only gonna take those next movies and spin-offs to the places they need to be. So I think that this movie itself was a very good stepping stone for this world to evolve, and I really would like to see more of it. So
yeah, and it seems like they're like they're going really balls to the walls with it because they're doing like a bunch of shows and like all this stuff with
They
this
are, yeah,
show,
they're
and
selling
like
it.
it's like all at once. So I hope it doesn't detract from the quality of anything. We'll see. I'm looking forward to the show with Colin Farrell. That'd be really cool. But in terms of what you said about the comics, I did end up finishing the graphic novel, and it was really good. And it made me realize kind of the Batman kind of story that I do want is this detective style one. Because in the graphic
Yep.
novel, they're looking for this guy called the Holiday Killer, and it's not the Riddler. What this movie is based on this graphic novel of The Long Halloween, and it takes the whole detective part from the graphic novel and turns it into the Riddler. But it's the Riddler already, and you also know that so the detective work behind it is not as good for me, although I did like it. Like, I liked it. I was like, oh, this is what I want the Batman to
Okay.
kind of feel like it, to be doing this detective work. But then what was the big payoff? What was the big setup? And spoiler alert, that, Falcone killed his parents. I don't think that was a big payoff to me. It's not that, oh, the bad guy killed his parents. Like,
Yeah, not
okay.
very surprising.
Yeah,
Agreed.
like if you're gonna have this cool detective kind of thing, at least have like a big surprise, like in the graphic novel. There's some crazy ass twists and turns, man. There's a lot of red herrings of like you're trying to figure out who this killer is, and you're like, it's obviously him. You know what I mean? Like the graphic novel is alluding to it's him, but it could be him. And then it kind of crushes those ideas, and by the end, it's crazy, man. The last page of the graphic novel, I was like, what? Really? I was like, damn, that's cool as hell.
Best reads, man. Those are the best
And
types
I
of
was like,
stories.
yeah, I think having a better ending to the whole detective feel would have made the movie go over the top for me.
Yeah,
Made it
if you're
feel a
gonna
lot
go, if you're
better.
gonna go Detective Batman, go Detective Batman.
Yeah.
Like, figure it out. Like, okay, yeah, like you said, he killed his parents. He semi foiled the Riddler,
Hmm.
which was kind of mid. Like, I mean,
Oh, like the
I'm glad. I'm glad that like what happened happened. Like, I don't think the good guy should always win.
right.
It's good
That's
to
true.
see. It's good to see the twist of them succeeding, and you know that in this Batman, he's a young Batman. He's not
Yeah.
experienced. He's like fresh blood Batman, which is, you learn from him and you see him learning.
Yeah. Yeah. Very true. It'd be, it could be, kind of lame if he's just wins at the end. The bad guy loses, and he's the Batman that we all know and love to be this like
Right.
contingency. And that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like I thought like at the beginning, how at the beginning of the movie, it's like someone looking through binoculars, and it's
Hmm.
supposedly supposed to be the Riddler because he's planning to take out that governor or whatever the hell that guy was. Um, Later,
I think it was the
Batman's
mayor.
yeah, Mayor. There you go. Later, Batman's looking through binoculars as well. This like they have like the same kind of lens, and I thought it was Batman the one looking over it, and I thought the movie was gonna come full circle with Batman knowing everything that the Riddler had planned, and waiting for like that one moment at the end, being like, "I knew you were gonna do this. I'm the fucking Batman. I have a contingency plan." I thought it was gonna be like that. I was like, "Oh, they could set this up really cool," to because like what I feel like Batman's supposed to be is like this guy who always got a plan for everything. You know what I mean? Like he could beat Superman supposedly, but he's a
Yeah.
fucking dumbass. I mean, like in this movie and in the graphic novel, he's kind of like a fucking idiot. I'm like, wait, how's this guy the contingency guy that everyone talks about? Um, so I thought maybe they're gonna do something like that. So, but yeah, maybe in another movie. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. No. At the end too, when the Riddler was jerking off to Batman and then started talking shit about Bruce Wayne, I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. I thought he knew. It was kind of that was like another
Yeah,
reveal that he didn't know that he was
right.
Batman. Yeah, what'd you think
Yeah.
of the Riddler's kind of like that scene in the jail where he kind of sees like no, no, ah! He's like starts going off. What do you think? Did you buy
I
that?
thought I thought that he did a good job is what he needed to do. I
Yeah,
thought that it was goofy, right? But like, I guess that guy's a little bit goofy himself.
yeah.
So I don't know if he's. There's definitely stuff to laugh at, but I don't know. He was pretty good. I don't know.
I agree. I thought it was good. I mean, that part kind of like I kind of like felt this thing, or I was just like, oh, it feels a little over the top right here. Like it feels a little felt a little funky, but Hey, you're the
I
Riddler.
guess
You're
so.
playing
Like
the
if that's
Riddler.
if
You
like
got to go crazy.
right, and you're like obsessed about Batman, and he's like in front of you.
Mm,
So he's probably just nutting already.
yeah, true.
But yeah, I don't know. I do hope to see more. So that's pretty much that. What did you think? What did you think about this Harry Potter game?
Yeah, yeah. Did you see anything on it? Did you watch that state of play?
I did watch the clips or the YouTube, and I did think the gameplay was actually really good. They're using like offensive magic and like
Yeah,
shit that could like kill people. So I
yeah,
think that that's really cool, honestly.
yeah. And at the end, he uses the Vada Kedavra spell, and so you should be able to kill in this game. Which I don't know.
Right?
However anyone feels about that, I mean, whatever. It's pretty cool. And I think it's as long as you have the choice of whether you want to be, a bad wizard or not. That's cool. So I mean, I think it
Yeah.
looks good. I think it looks beautiful. Like
Yeah. Do you know if that's just on going to be on like consoles or
no, I think it's gonna be on PC as well. I don't know about
okay?
the Switch though. That I don't know. Um, but yeah, man, it looks good. There's a lot of controversy going on with J.K. Rowling and all that, and people like boycotting the game. I'm not even gonna comment on that. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, man, I think it looks interesting. It looks like it could be good. I might wait to see on it. I might not jump on it right away. Um,
Yeah, that's definitely something I wouldn't buy on the first day, but it's something that I would consider. If it's multiplayer too, with like cracked like puzzles that you have to solve and stuff, that would be
yeah,
sick. Like,
yeah,
I don't think
multiplayer.
there's not enough good multiplayer games to make you think anymore, and I don't know why that is. I think Battle Royale kind of just toppled the whole
Yeah, right. Couch co-op kind of thing.
system. Yeah,
Yeah, and yeah, with open world games, I don't even know what to expect. Like with Elden Ring, it's just like I like it so much. Going to any other open world game now, just
it's gonna be tough.
yeah, it's just gonna hit different. So we'll see how that goes. I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with that. Whether it's the new Witcher game, whether this Harry Potter open world game, to the new Breath of the Wild. Yeah, this post Elden Ring world is gonna be interesting, and I'm surprising that none of like out of all our friends, like no one's played it. I don't know, man. I think you guys are really missing out.
I've dropped too many of them. I don't know if I could.
Yeah, I feel you.
But I don't know if I could get myself on the horse again. But it is a game I should play, probably realistically. But like you did mention, a new Witcher game has been announced with very little details, other than it won't be in the Epic Games Store. You could buy it on Steam, so they're pushing it everywhere. And I guess the only thing I really have to ask is, what would you want in a Witcher game after pretty much beating Witcher 3 recently?
I didn't beat it. I played like a few. That's the thing. Like
Oh, okay.
the
So
open
it
open
wasn't
world of
Elden
the
Ring experience.
the open world of The Witcher is just like it's kind of like the Ubisoft experience. There's freaking little things on the map everywhere, and it's just like what the experience is going to be
what
like.
the quest is.
What the experience is going to be like with this certain type of marker. So you're not really in for nothing that crazy. The best part about The Witcher is the narrative part, because instead of you creating your own stories through gameplay and like crazy shit that you're seeing, it does the whole narrative thing with huge cutscenes, really good voice acting, complex stories, and you choosing your path, and that path having like a concrete effect on the world, like completely changing the world, and like you making a choice could result in like your favorite character dying or something, or some messed up stuff happening. So that's what makes I think the Witcher really great. But I think they probably need to make the combat. I mean, everything's going to this Dark Soul-esque type combat. They should probably do something like that if you want to make it more challenging, because the combat after a while is just easy. You can beat anything once you go through.
You get the rolls down,
but it depends, because a lot of people, they like.
So here's a hot take. I was thinking, if I got a new Witcher, I kind of wish that you could make your own Witcher, and like you said, you write your own story, not as much as a story that's already been written. And I watched a YouTube video saying that they're really pushing the boundaries, and for a company that just launched Cyberpunk and the amount of shit that was spewed out of their ass in that game, you have to be a little bit cautious. Yeah. That's the only thing. I did hear that Cyberpunk they just released a new patch or something that was
Mm.
supposed to fix a lot of the inconveniences that was previously caused, but I think that's been like a year. You're a
The
little
damage
late.
is done, you know.
The damage is done. Exactly. So, um,
Yeah,
I just hope that if they're saying that it's gonna push the boundaries and this is gonna be the game that ups things, you're really making a bold ass statement saying something like that.
I think
So
it could do it. I mean, they just they're. I mean, I'm hoping they're gonna learn from the mistakes of Cyberpunk. They're doing Unreal Engine 5, right? Which is like what that Matrix demo thing was running on, which looked
yep,
absolutely crazy and
insane.
hyper realistic. I think that's what you had alluded to earlier about it being tied to the Epic Game Store because Unreal Engine 5 I think is with Epic or something like that. But yeah, all the other Witcher games are on Steam, so it's I guess what they were saying is like it's still going to be able to get it everywhere, even
Everywhere.
though they're partnering with Unreal Engine 5 and Epic. I guess I think that's what it was. But
That makes sense.
yeah, we'll see, man. I think they're gonna do it right because they're gonna learn from Cyberpunk. I think it's gonna be a lot different. They're probably hearing. I mean, now that Breath of the Wild 2 is not coming out, Elden Ring's probably gonna win Game of the Year. And a lot of people are gonna be looking at how to make open world games now, and maybe they'll do it where it's like a clusterfuck of the map where you have everything on there and it's just kind of.
Yeah,
I mean,
exclamation point over your head. Turn in that quest there.
yeah.
Stuff like that.
So we'll see if they choose to go down that route again, or kind of just make it like just a crazy, open world with that feels like you're exploring the world, and instead of expecting something to be there because there's something telling you it's there, it's just like the way that the world's designed. It just makes you want to go explore it, and
Well,
not
okay, the
telling you
thing that
exactly where
Dark
to
Souls
go.
games do the best is they don't give you any fucking idea what you're supposed to fucking do.
To a
You could
detriment
be
sometimes.
well, yeah, you could be fucking lost, and I think that's what makes the game so appealing to an older genre, where like you could pick up The Witcher and be 13 or 12. You probably shouldn't be playing The Witcher, but you could pick
Yeah.
up the game and you'd be like, oh, there's a question mark over his head. That's where the quest is.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's all the same mechanics like we just talked about. But I think if they really want to push it, it does have to be like an experience where like you don't know what the fuck's going on. You are supposed to figure it out. And I think that's what makes these games so much better than a bunch of other games because I'm a grown man. I've played video games for fucking
Yeah.
20 years of my life. I don't need an exclamation point over somebody's head. Just let me figure it out. That's why I'm playing the game. I want to challenge myself.
Right.
So I think that that's gonna be the way that a lot of open world games go. I hope. Like Breath of the Wild 2 is pretty mysterious. You can go fight the end boss right away, and I think that's a pretty ballsy move for Nintendo since their player base is
Yeah.
usually children, with the Nintendo folks that grew up with Nintendo being there too. But that's
Yeah.
my only hope for that, really.
Yeah. We'll see how Breath of the Wild 2 goes. I feel like, they're going to have to do a lot more with enemy designs, and they might get a lot of pushback if they start to use a lot of the same map, because I think it's like on the same map, but it looks like a lot of it's in the sky. It looks like it's going to be a darker game because like in that new reveal, it looked like Link's hand was like black. It looked like he being overcome by some kind of Ganon darkness or something. So it looks like it'll probably be that whole Majora's Mask type.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. But that trailer was kind of lit.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, it's actually pretty good. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
So we'll see with The Witcher, what's gonna happen with it. I'll probably end up playing it. Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. It's a we'll see on our meter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so the weather has been on and off, but I know you're a big yard man. You got any summer jobs?
Plans? Maybe just put mulch in the front.
Mulch it?
Yeah, so that no more weeds come out. But other than that, it's already mulched up in the back, and I realize that I can't, I can't keep up with plants. Like it's too hard to maintain.
They are. They're a pain in the ass.
Yeah. What about you?
They're nice though. I don't really have enough space. Maybe I'll get like a hanging flower or something,
Oh,
a basket flower. But I do want to get my patio like together. I have to get. My mom got me a grill for my birthday, so that was really nice.
Oh,
And then
cool.
for Christmas, I got a propane fireplace. So
Damn.
that's pretty. I'm hoping that it'll be a pretty nice area. That's all I'm looking for.
So it'll be in like it's like an outside propane fireplace kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah,
I could probably bring it in the garage, but just probably outside is better. And you can cover it, and you could use it as a table.
nice.
So basically, I just need a few seats out there. That should pretty much cover
It's
that.
coming. It's coming to where the weather is going to be like where a nice little fire outside is going to be nice.
I know, yeah. And dude, I've been like sick on and off because this weather, it goes from like 60 degrees and then it's like 20 and snowing. And like I get like so clogged up and just like allergied. I don't even know if it's allergies. I think it's just shitty weather. But I hope that this ends soon and we just get summer.
Yeah. I was just speaking of sickness. I was just leaving my mom's house. She was like coughing a lot, and I was like, "Oh God, I hope I don't get sick." But yeah, with all that, Attack on Titan they skipped it, right? They skipped this week's episode.
They skipped this week and last weekend, but did you saw the episode before that, right?
Yeah. Was it the one where Annie at the end was telling Mikasa like, "Oh, are you gonna be able to kill Eren when the time comes?" Was that it? Like on the boat, they're leaving.
Yeah, but it's like the transformation of the fuck's his little name?
Falco.
Falco. So what I forgot, right, is I looked at this online. Somebody said that he's the Beast Titan and the Jaw Titan.
I don't even know what the Beast Titan is. I'll be honest with you.
The Beast Titan was Zeke.
Oh, how did he inherit that?
I don't know, but so when he turned, right, he had like the jaw, right, and then like on his shoulders, it was like furry.
Really?
But like I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I'm just going off of a theory that I saw, but
Yeah, that sounds kind of cool. My girlfriend was telling me he could fly. I'm like, I don't see any wings. She was like, I read some spoilers. I was like, okay, he can fly. We'll see. I was like, his name is Falco. Falcons can fly. Yeah, it should be a big showdown. Is it going to be like an hour-long episode, do you know?
I think it is going to be an hour-long episode.
Good.
So I think we're up for some good shit.
Yeah, those episodes end too quick. All right,
they
then.
really do.
Okay, so I think that covers almost everything, right? What else did I want to ask you about? Let me see here. There's one more. Oh yeah, Moon Knight. Are you gonna watch it? Did you watch it or no?
Moon Knight. Okay, so I googled it right when you were like Moon Knight. So can you tell me what Moon Knight is? A little bit from what you know about it.
Oscar Isaac playing a schizophrenic maniac with superpowers. That's my take on what it is. It's somewhere in the Marvel universe, but I don't really know. Seems like there's some Egyptian kind of lore, hieroglyphs / crazy.
You know if it's
Egyptian
one of those ones that's every
entities.
week it comes out?
That's what Disney Plus usually does. So
okay. Then most of the time I just wait for those to end.
Okay.
Just binge it. Well, unless it's like fucking Mandalorian or something, but
yeah.
We'll get together on that at some point for sure.
Yeah, I think I'll watch it maybe tonight, and then next time we talk, kind of give you a little more lowdown on what it actually is.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, and one other thing I wanted to say is I saw Free Guy. You should probably check it out. It's really good.
Free Guy
with Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, dude. My aunt was telling me about that. She's like, Ryan Reynolds never makes a bad movie, and I was just like, is it really that funny? It's got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in it.
He's in it. I didn't know that.
Apparently, it's got that guy from Stranger Things in it. That young kid.
Yeah. It's pretty funny, man. It was better than I thought.
Pokemon's in it.
Who?
Pokemon.
Dude, yeah, a bunch of streamers are in it, and it's because it's like a video game movie, but it's like really philosophical, which I thought didn't expect it to go there. But there's a lot of moments like that I think made it kind of like made you think a lot, but at the same time it was very silly movie, so it was like really funny. So it kind of hit both those spectrums, and I thought that was cool.
All right, this guy left like a huge paragraph review, but this guy says, this film is so beautiful, even if there is no follow-up. The characters are likable to the T. I even enjoyed the villain of the story due to his charisma, jokes, and his character being what a lot of people believe most companies have become.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'll have to check that out. That actually does look like I'd enjoy that.
Yeah, it was like something.
Ryan Reynolds is just a goofy motherfucker to me sometimes. I'm like, I don't know if I'm
he's too goofy. A lot of times it's like his comedy is like a little way over the top sometimes. Most of the time,
Which is,
honestly, with Deadpool, that cheekiness, I'm not
I
really
think you have
about
to be
that.
cheeky though for Deadpool, unfortunately.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, yeah.
but it hit. It hit for this movie.
All right, cool. I'll definitely check. I think that's probably why I just completely disregarded it.
Yeah, me too. I did disregard it. I got it at the DVD at the library. It was just sitting there. I was like, all right, might as well check this out. And then it sat in my dresser for like 4 weeks, getting automatically renewed. And then, yeah, I was eventually like, fine, let's watch
Yeah,
this.
I gotta check this shit out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's everything we have to cover.
Yeah.
And
Anything?
we got to get together next week for sure. Let's make it more
Yeah. And do you want to
weekly.
plug anything on any of your socials or anything like that? Go for it. I'll make
Yeah,
sure.
I will. I'll put them in the comment or something. I don't really have anything to plug right now. I'm pretty boring.
I mean,
Follow my Instagram.
haven't been doing crazy things on the internet either. But whatever, this will be something put out there, and that's cool. Nice talking to you, man. Let's meet up very soon again.
Yes,
And
sir.
GG's. All right, I'm ending it.
Like and
Bye,
subscribe.
Oh
Thanks,
yeah.
guys.
Like,
Bye.
comment down below. Let's see. What's a good thing to ask?
You made it this far. You have to comment down
Yeah.
below.
What's Did you watch Batman? What are you watching right now? What's something we should talk about on the next podcast?
Yeah, what would you like to hear from us personally? We'd like to hear from you, our viewers. So thank you again.
All right. Bye bye.